Suicide Squad Dream Team number one. This is kind of a prelude to Absolute Power, which is going to be some big crossover that DC Comics is going to do in the future. But I was mostly interested in the artist here, Eddie Barrows and Eber Ferreira, a couple of Brazilian dudes who I like a lot. So this was an interesting comic. The same team, or at least the art team, had done Task Force Z, which was like a zombie version of the Suicide Squad. So the Suicide Squad is, a ragtag group of disposable criminals. This team is comprised of who we got here? Harley Quinn, Bizarro, interestingly enough, the Clock King, a new version of Deadeye. Deadeye is like a, sharpshooter, but this guy is like Amanda Waller's cousin or nephew or something. And then the key to the whole thing is the Dreamer here, who's like a relatively new character, maybe from the TV show or something. They're trying to bring this character into the comics, and their powers are like they can enter the dream world, and they have like a little bit of like precognition. And so the idea is Amanda Waller wants to send the Suicide Squad into the dream world or into this other country for like a takeover to overthrow their government of this country. And the only way in would be through the dream world, I guess. Here's an interesting bit. Maybe they need to work on their character model. So these are Amanda Waller and Amanda Waller. So when it's pretty stark when, this is all part of the same storyline, I assume, like with this Amanda Waller targeting the Titans. But maybe a more consistent character model might help unify that sort of thing. So anyway, they're going to send this group of the Suicide Squad into the dream world here. And then they're going to come out in another country using somebody as like a portal. And sadly, I think when they pop out of the portal on the other end, they end up killing the person whose head they popped out of. And this panel here is kind of like why I'm on board. Like that almost looks like Charles Burns. I don't know if the camera picks up some of their fine line work, but I like that a lot. So, and then, here's I don't know if this is a twist or not, but, this character, the Dreamer character, is trans. And so I thought that was interesting. I didn't even realize that in like the first read through. I guess I was just reading too quick. But before I came on here to do the video, I was like, I better look these characters up to make sure I'm not going to miss something. And I'm glad I did. Because I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, this is a trans character. And I went back and reread it, and sure enough, yeah, they mention it. But it's not like a huge part of the, the first issue here. It's just like a character trait, which is, I think, how you're supposed to do that stuff. And so this kind of sets up, the Suicide Squad has entered this new country, and we'll see what happens next. But I'm a fan of, the art. I like Bizarro is going to have a freak out at some point, I'm sure. And this is interesting enough, so I'll probably be back. It's only a 4-issue series. I doubt I'm going to pick up this whole Absolute Power story, crossover. But for this 4-issue series, I'll probably stay on board.